Many people have been asking me how did I manage it, because they could see that everything was there, everything was just happening, things were being paid. So I've told people that it was through Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan. So I would advise everyone to join this Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan. Their policy is good because it took all the weight off my shoulders.
Greetings and welcome to Newsm TV. I am Makanaka Masingama and we are on the program, The Profile. And today we have got someone special with us, if I may say, because he is indeed special. We have got Mr. Arthur Marara, a lawyer by profession, and I would want to call him a motivational speaker. Mr. Marara, welcome to the program.
Pleasure, Makanaka. Thanks for inviting me.
Sure. And today we're going to be talking about self-love. Mr. Marara is well known for his advice, for his wisdom, for his different knowledge in different aspects of life. And today we are we're quite happy that he's going to be sharing with us what he has for you, our viewers, today. Now, for our viewers, they want to know who is Mr. Arthur Marara. Maybe share with our viewers who is Mr. Arthur Marara.
I think you've already given a brief. I'm a lawyer by profession. Mm-hmm. I'm a public speaker. I enjoy speaking a lot, and I'm a writer. Mm-hmm. And that's a brief summary of me. I'm just an ordinary guy who understands his purpose. Yeah. Is passionate about what he does. Mm-hmm. And I want to see ordinary people's lives change.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you can share with our viewers. We want to talk about self-love. Just wake up in the morning, they leave, the night comes, they sleep, tomorrow comes, and they...
Subject, I've actually done a book. I think this program is going to 2 words. Number one, self. 2, love. Meaning it's love for oneself. In other words, you also need to get with them. They move from one outbreak to another, looking for love. They date everyone, including Baichaga, love. But you understand that if you're going to get to an understanding of what it means to love someone or to be loved by someone, it's going to require you to have an understanding and an appreciation of what it means to actually love yourself. That's why the Bible talks about loving your neighbor as you love yourself. Meaning, you won't be able to love your neighbor until you understand what it means to love yourself. And that's a very whole broad area, and I think you're covering quite a number of aspects. World which is trying to make people who they're not. We live in a fast world, fast-paced generation, and in advanced countries, you see people going one stage after the other, trying to look the part. But when you come to understanding of what self-love is, it involves appreciating yourself, who you are, what you are, where you're coming from, and where you're going. Because there's so many things about your life which is what you want to see from now going forward. And that's all covered under self-love. So it includes self-acceptance, getting to love yourself, getting to appreciate yourself, and getting to respect you for who you are. It also includes self-respect, getting to respect yourself. I know of people who are so passionate about gaining respect. I want to be respected. But people only respect you the moment they understand that you respect yourself. Anyone, because you respect yourself. And you see, I was talking yesterday with someone that if people understand what it means to love themselves, trust me, the bulk of the problems will be solved. Why? Because the majority of the problems we have is because of people who have got a defective set of values and a defective understanding of what it means to love yourself. I'll give you an example. Do you know what several people who are called small houses? A big woman called small, and there's 3, an understanding of self-value, an understanding of self-respect, who settle to be someone's restroom.
Wow, someone's restroom.
No, because you understand who you are. You understand your value. I'm a woman of value. I'm a woman of substance. I don't need a man to change my financial destiny. I don't need a man to validate me. I can validate myself. I don't need a stranger to tell me I'm beautiful. I tell myself I'm beautiful. I know I'm beautiful. And if you're telling me I'm beautiful, you're simply confirming what I know, and as such, it's not news.
Yeah.
So it's an understanding of your self-esteem, understanding of your personal value, that will also determine how you carry yourself. And that will determine how you interact as well with other people.
Okay, maybe we can access. How does self-love contribute to success or one's life to achieve their goals?
You see what? As long as you don't love yourself, it's going to be difficult for you to be creative. As long as you appreciate yourself, understand your value, understand your purpose, understand that you have to be passionate about something, that all stems from self-love. And you can't be successful without an understanding of your purpose. Who are you? Where are you going? Where are you coming from? What's the unique assignment that you're supposed to fulfill? But you see, the problem is we neglect this so much. And when we neglect all these things, we actually think it's normal. Yet it's actually abnormal that you can't just be waking up, looking for one job to another, looking for one payslip to another. And you do that for the next 12 months and you call it experience. So you can't be successful until you understand what it means to love yourself. Why? Remember, self-love covers a number of things: your emotional wellness, your spiritual wellness, your physical wellness, your financial wellness, quite a number of things. And it's an understanding that once you begin to get a balance in all those things, that's when you become actually very effective in whatever that you're going to be doing. So you won't be successful until you begin to love yourself. And many people, they think they love themselves, but they're actually abusing themselves.
Okay.
So you see, one of the reasons why we've got a problem from people who are trying to gain validation from the outside world, it's because people don't understand that you need to love yourself, have a sense of adequacy. I'm okay as I am. I enjoy my own company. And that's the level you actually need to get to, where you get to enjoy being alone. And you see, the main reason why people go into relationships is because of loneliness, which is a long reason why. Because if you're lonely, you can still be lonely in a relationship. So you need to learn to be alone and to be normal and to be okay with that. And that emanates from an understanding, a correct understanding of self-love.
Sure. Well, for those who have just joined us, this is the program, The Profile, and for more of these videos, do visit our website, which is www.newzimbabwe.com, and our YouTube channel, which is Newzim TV. We do have Mr. Arthur Marara, who is giving us wisdom and words, if I may say, on self-love, and he is sharing that. For one, can we talk about... I know this is a difficult question, but can we talk about pride? I know it comes along with self-love. I know some people, they do love themselves a lot, but what do you have to say about pride?
No, pride is actually good. You just need to do it in moderation.
Oh, really?
You need to have national pride. That will give you the concept of patriotism. You also need to have pride in yourself, in the sense that you actually define boundaries. I can't do this. That's not my standard. So I think it's a question of moderation. Personally, I want my own pride. So that's why I won't use a toilet anyway. I won't use a public place as a toilet. Because I have an understanding of the setup called pride. So pride is not necessarily bad. It's the level of pride that becomes an issue. So you need to help yourself develop a healthy dosage of pride. That's why you need to focus on self-proud. Ye made us proud. It's coming from the word pride. I want you to make us proud. Meaning, it's not actually bad. But what is bad is unhealthy pride. That's why they say pride precedes a fall. Because if it's not done in moderation, you're in trouble. But it's very good. Go into the mirror, appreciate yourself, realize I'm looking good. And tell yourself, I'm looking good. Why? It's connected to your esteem. Why? Because if you're looking good, you also feel good and you also act good. So it's critical, really, to develop that pride connected to a set of standards.
Indeed. Those are great words from Mr. Arthur Marara. And moving on, can we talk a bit of contemporary issues, what is happening right now in our country? I do understand most people are facing challenges, and they do need to hear some of our viewers and most of the people out there.
Well, the issue maybe is just economic, I think.
The economic challenges, and people are stressed. People, they don't know what to do.
There's so many options actually. Number one, you can complain. Yeah, complain all you want. But I can tell you, it won't change your bank balance. it will change your BP. The other option is you can talk a lot about it. So talk a lot about the problem, but again, it won't change your problem. Number 3, you can be an admin on a WhatsApp group and talk about the problems. I'm telling you the contemporary options which many people are running with. So you find that's why we've got a lot of noise on social media, everyone talking about the price of bread and so forth. But again, talking about the price of bread is not going to bring down the price of bread. Talking about the price of fuel is not going to bring down the price of fuel. So what do we need? Our advice, option number 4, which is taking responsibility and charge for your life. Why? Because you realize we can talk all we want, complain all we want, gossip all we want, but that's not going to change what you're going through.
Sure.
Take charge of your life. And you see, in such an economic environment, one of the things I think we were talking about before we started streaming is to be realistic. What are your sources of income? What are your expenses like? You see, I have a problem, no offense, with people who are not realistic.
Sure.
You earn $500 RTGS. You rent a house for $500 RTGS. And when we talk about the other expenses, you all become spiritual and say God will provide.
Indeed, let me hold you there. For our viewers who have just joined us, this is The Profile, and we are here with Mr. Arthur Marara, and the topic he is going to be discussing soon after this break is a bit beneficial, and do stay with us. We shall be taking a short break.
Friends, family, and my Zimbabwean diaspora, I have experienced death, and I can tell you that death is inevitable, and yet such a big taboo subject as Africans. Please don't put it off. Guarantee your family a decent send-off. Talk to Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan today. They're just a phone call away, and they will put you at ease when you need them. Fellow friends, family, and my Zimbabwean diaspora, I have experienced death, and I can tell you that.
Many people have been asking me how did I manage it, because they could see that everything was there, everything was just happening, things were being paid. So I've told people that it was through Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan. So I would advise everyone to join this Diaspora Funeral Cash Plan. Their policy is good because it took all the weight off my shoulders. Many people have been asking me how did I manage it, because they could see that everything was there, everything was just happening, things were being paid. So I've told people that it was through Diaspora.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for following us. We are on the program The Profile, and we have Mr. Marara in the studio, and we are continuing with the discussion. We're talking about self-love, and now on this segment he is going to be sharing with us on the contemporary economic issues and how to actually survive and soldier on under these economic hardships. Mr. Marara, you can proceed with your wise words.
I think we mentioned quite a number of things.
Yeah.
Some of the options are available. Number 1, you can talk a lot. Number 2, you can complain a lot. Number 3, you can start a WhatsApp group. But number 4, very unpopular, but take responsibility for your life. Let me be very blunt with you. You can't change the economy yourself.
Yeah.
You can't. But you know what you can change? You can change your personal economy. And that's within your control. So you can take the victim approach, say what you want, but that's not going to bring a meal on your table. So we need to encourage people to take responsibility and start making realistic decisions. That's what we're talking about. You can't be renting a property for 500, you're not earning 500. And now saying the Lord will provide as if you are spiritual. No, come on. Let's not be impractical.
Yeah.
Let's be practical. Your lifestyle has to match your earnings as well. That's why, I've got a problem with people who try to be what they're not. But unobuda mkombi une Brazilian, ubruga mkombi une iPhone, and an iPhone is not your normal phone. They actually categorize it as a luxury product. Meaning, we need to be realistic. This is what I'm earning. I don't have another source of income, so I might have to be wise with what I'm earning. Alternatively, if you want to actually improve whatever you're going through, increase your sources of income, period. So why people are in financial mess right now is because of two things. Number one, they don't make enough money. And number two, they spend all of it. That's why Mumrumo Mkuru right now, aganza afiru, ana funeral cover, ana gana healthy insurance kana garwarirwa, autanga utuka Satan. So you see, these are the small things. There's no doubt when we get to a level where we begin to organize our lives. And once we begin to organize our lives, it helps us in terms of being realistic and also ensuring that we mitigate whatever pressure we're getting. But if you want to live a life in this environment, trust me, you'll be in trouble. Make a simple life, live within your means, create additional streams of income, and once you create additional streams of income, don't increase your expenses. You're okay. It's so simple as that.
Yeah, sure.
And also, don't live as if everything is normal. It's not. You see, someone is still spending the way they were spending in 2009 when we had US dollars.
Yeah.
But now we don't have them on the market, yet the bulk of the prices are being pegged against the US dollars. So be realistic, be simple, focus on going where you want to go, rather than being something that you're not.
Sure, indeed. Those are great words from Mr. Marara. And for those who've just joined us, this is the program, The Profile, and we are discussing on how to live under economic harsh situations like we are in right now. And he is talking about responsibility. We have to be responsible.
Simple, it's not.
Yeah.
If you don't take charge of your life, no one is going to do that for you. That's why I was doing some show on some radio. No one is coming to change your life. That's real. Of course, many people want things that excite us. But I don't need to tell you what will excite you. I need to tell you what will change you. What will change you is a grown up, wake up. What will change you is my one, matokura papa. Kumurwa kuramba mshingo chema namo as if that was going to change your life. No, it can't. So, akunomuka mumba onda pa TV wotanza kuna mabasa. Wapinza unodya unge munaroenda kubasa. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So everything around you has to be realistic, has to be centered on wise, informed decisions. That's what will change your life. But otherwise, we can pray all we want, cast the devil all we want, but that won't change anything. It won't.
Indeed. Well, before we close this program, maybe you can just share with our viewers one or two words, and then we'll be done.
I see what. I've been speaking for some time. But one of the things that I've learned is you can't change a human being. Change happens the moment you realize you need to change. That's why people go to church, they've got small houses. People go to church, they steal, that's why they've got corruption. People go to church, they lie. It comes down to a series of decisions that people need to make. And one of the decisions, I want to be different. I can't afford to be the same. Things around me, my life has to change, has to be different. And that's what I want to encourage people to do. Start making informed, wise decisions. That's what will change your financial destiny. It will change your life as well. And not to look at another man to change your life. That's why, to anyone who is single right now, never
looking at another man or
never look at marriage as a way out of poverty. You see, this is a problem. People pray, they want a stable husband, they want someone who give them security. I was speaking last week, and if you want security, marry a security guard.
Yeah, sure. So marriage is not a financial
No, it's not a financial ticket. You see, the reason why we're having many disappointments because there are people who raise expectations when it comes to choice of partners. And we've got some partners who are so irresponsible to respond to such a call when their means are not even enough. that's why ari kuba mari kuimpressa munhu anondobhorowa mari kutengera small house imba and to all the small houses it are serious.
maybe okay, we're about to close this program, but you're bringing up something very interesting on why do people cheat. What would be your advice to
share
people?
Seriousness.
People would cheat.
Simple.
And,
share serious. I'll tell you one thing. If you're not happy with the marriage, your partner doesn't want to change, do the honorable thing, just divorce. Period. So divorce is better. Can also do change today. Rather than waste my life and cheat all these gymnastics. Yeah. Also, when I come on to cheat, what is the problem with the partner? It's a decision with cheater. You cheat because you're a cheater. You don't cheat because your wife is not doing whatever 1, 2, 3. No. You cheat because you are a cheater. That's what you are. And you can still choose to be a different person. Right now, that's why sure. Pretend as everything is normal. Yeah, it simply means you're a prostitute. Get it? A prostitute.
So can we say there any is it justifiable to cheat and cheating because
no. Also justify weakness. That's the problem. We're justifying weaknesses. We're justifying on normal avenues. But we're busy justifying. But difference is we're in a generation where we get to be lax on certain things of value. And guess what? We're compromising my values as we go along. You're a single mother, one man after the other every time. I don't know what I gotta say. About that. Alternatively, I'm married but behaving like a spinster.
Yeah.
So akuna, and if we're going to change our life, turn around our lives, we need to stop justifying bad behavior. We need to stop justifying wrong choices. If you say Thomas Moss, no offense, I didn't want to talk about this, but I'm talking about this for the girl child.
Yeah.
Simple. I don't say I'm going to I know that I know one in there. You man do it 2 minutes. Get self-esteem. It's a self-esteem. Refuse to build your future based on the tears of another woman.
Yeah, sure.
Those need to self-esteem is also.
Wow, I think for today we have to end it here. And for those who've just joined us, this is Newsroom TV, and we're on the program The Profile, and we've been talking to Mr. Arthur Marara on self-love. And we do hope to have you again.
Yeah, I think we should do a date next time, eh?
Yeah, sure. We do hope to have him next time, and do send us your comments and topics, discussions you'd like Mr. Arthur Marara to discuss on, so that we bring it to you live on our Facebook page. And indeed, this has been a great show. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the invite.
Mr. Marara. And thank you very much for following us. For this and more stories, do visit our website, which is www.newszimbabwe.com, and our YouTube channel, which is Newszim TV. As of today and as of now, we say bye-bye.